What is up, App Nation? It is Steve P. Young back and better than ever. And in this video, you're gonna see my favorite, all-time favorite strategy on how you can get press for your startup. It's a strategy that I've used to land press on TechCrunch, App Advice, Adweek, and many more publications. And you're gonna learn all about this strategy in this upcoming video. And it's actually a video from a course of mine on Udemy that you can actually get for just $10. It's regularly $97, but because you're watching this video, you can get it for $10 using any of the links down below. It's promo code YouTube. Check it out and stay tuned. First one, exclusive. Number one is the exclusive. This is one of the best ways. If there's a big publication that you are dying to get on, like TechCrunch or VentureBeat or Lifehacker, whatever it may be, give them the exclusive on your launch or whatever your release is going to be. Okay. And it's an easy way. And that's how I first got on when I was in corporate life. That's how I was able to get on TechCrunch. And then I even got on iMore using this strategy. So here's an example of an exclusive that I gave. And this is App Advice. And App Advice does these posts where it's today's app's gone free. And I had OSnap on there. And OSnap, I was charging $199 at the time, and I dropped it, and I gave App Advice an exclusive on that. And it drove tons of downloads, like 28,000 downloads, I believe, over a span of 2 days. And it was amazing traction to see. And when I did this other campaign, the same campaign where I went free and I didn't tell anybody, it got hundreds of downloads. So it was a great comparison. And the key lesson was, if you're gonna do these type of campaigns where you go free, because I've heard some of my past guests say, hey, you go free and you get tons of downloads. You have to tell other people, right? You can't just go free and then hope that somebody picks it up. So you have to tell other people. And when you give people an exclusive, like I gave App Advice for this, they're more likely to cover you. And so I want to cover a couple of different exclusives that you can give. So there are two types of exclusives, and both have worked well for me, okay? So you could give exclusive to the blog. So let's say you're emailing iMore, and I'll use iMore as an example because this is what worked for me. And I wasn't trying to pitch any type of blogger. I was just trying to pitch them, iMore, the publication. So, it was tips@imore.com. That was the email address, I believe. And I just said, hey, exclusive to iMore, we have a new product update. It's going live in a few days. And this was for a client of mine. And that worked really well for us. And they featured us in a roundup post. It was new and updated apps. So we were a part of maybe 10 other apps in that post, but hey, now we're on iMore and we can use that. And what I want to talk about later on is the fact that you can leverage some of these. So even if you're on a roundup post, the fact that you've been on iMore, you can leverage that to get even more press. I'll talk about that in a later module. But the second exclusive that you can do is to the actual blogger. You can say exclusive to Steve, right? And this is what I did when I got on TechCrunch. I gave the exclusive, here it is, I gave the exclusive to Anthony Ha. And so in the subject line, and you can see in my subject line templates that I said exclusive to Ha in the subject line, and I said smart shoot, blah, blah, blah. I made my pitch there. So I said, hey, Anthony, this new feature is coming out. And then he's like, great, just give me a week before it comes out. And then, he'll write about it. And so this is what happened, right? You gave him the exclusive. And a ninja tip that you can use is if you're going to use this strategy, like leave it up to them, right? And so the best day to actually email some of these tech blogs is on a Thursday or Friday, because the big companies are making their news in the beginning of the week, and so you have leverage towards the end of the week to do it. And so you can email them and say, look, hey, we can do this either Thursday or Friday. You let me know what works best for your timeline, and give them the option to pick what day works for them. So, Thursday may be a big news day for them that they're already working on a few other articles. Maybe Friday would be the best day. And this is something that happened with Anthony too. I think it was like we were launching on a Wednesday. He's like, hey, I might not get to this, but he got to this like Wednesday night or something like that. So if you leave it up to them and say, look, we can go either live on Thursday and Friday, just let me know, then they're more likely to write about you as well. So the two ninja tips I just gave you were email them on a Thursday or Friday. That's Pacific time, sort of in the like early morning, so around 11 to 12 o'clock, because the early morning news has died down now. And then launching on a Thursday or Friday is going to give you a little bit more advantage, especially when you're reaching out to the tech community. And if you give them the option to actually pick the time they want to write about you, that's even better. Okay. But you have to follow up early. Don't just wait the day before and say, hey, you can write this on Thursday or Friday. Just give them to early. Like I would say a week before is probably a good time frame. Say, hey, look, we're going live, and we can either go live or on Thursday or Friday. You pick, you tell us which one you prefer, and we'll make it work. And when you do this exclusive, feel free to follow up one time and say, hey, look, I just want to make sure if you want this exclusive or not. If not, then I'm going to go on to another publication, give it to them. And so that usually gets them to either say yes or no. And if they still don't respond, what you can do is give the other site the exclusive. Obviously, don't tell the other site their second choice, but you can then go to the other site and say, look, hey, I want to give you an exclusive. And so that's why I always say like start early. So if you can even start like 10 days before, then you can start, on the 10th day before you're about to launch, give TechCrunch an exclusive. TechCrunch for maybe follow up the day after, a couple of days after that. If they don't bite, then the day after that, you give like VentureBeat an exclusive, and you try to follow up that way. And then, like I've even done things where we'll push the launch date back because no one bit, and then, work that same angle. If it doesn't work, I would say don't keep pushing it back, because sometimes it's just, they're not going to cover you. Like they're just not interested. They don't find the product interesting enough. Just go ahead and launch, and I'll share with you another strategy that you can use that's called the bottom-up strategy. One of my favorite strategies for getting press for your startup. I've used it to get press on TechCrunch, Adweek, VentureBeat. Wait, no, not VentureBeat. Cut that one out.